Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is a bit of a special one because I've just gone and bought myself a new car. So before I say anything else, under the new laws of social distancing, we are allowed to film. I'm trusting Car Throttle with that one because I heard them say that, so I'm going by their word. We're in our usual spot for doing these videos, but as you can see in the background, some work has been going on. There used to be an abandoned mortuary that we used to go and explore. But everything has gone now, which is kind of sad. But we're in the usual location. I thought I'd just show you that because it's a bit weird seeing that in the background. But anyway, I've bought a new car. It's a car that I've been looking at for years. I've loved it for years. I've wanted one for years, and I've been searching for the right one for the past 2 or 3 months. And the last Saturday just gone is when I found the one. It's not a car you're probably expecting unless you're following me on Instagram. You've already seen it, which my Instagram will be up here. It's not an R32, it's the other one that I mentioned. I can't remember if I mentioned anything else, but it's a car that I've wanted for a long time. So let's just spin the camera around. This is my Corrado VR6. So this is my new Corrado VR6. I've wanted, like I've said, I wanted one of these for a while, and I've been looking for a couple months for one. This is the 2.9 litre VR6, producing 190 brake horsepower, and I'm going to show you exactly why I wanted one and why I love it so much. So it comes in the lovely, I think it's called Aqua Pearl Blue, something like that. The biggest reason for wanting this car is of course the engine. The car is on 160,000 miles. The chains have been done at just over 100,000 miles at Stealth Racing. Water pump's been done, thermostat's been done. It's got 2 folders full of receipts and history from, I've even got the original invoice of the car, buying it from Volkswagen. It's got, you know, all of the paperwork you could ask for. I know I probably shouldn't have, but before even driving the car, I told him I was going to buy it, mainly because, well, I did the usual checks. I looked underneath for any rust. Well, the bodywork is in amazing condition, but the selling point for me is when he turned the engine on and it sounded like this. That's the smoothest sounding engine I've ever heard. And yeah, I told him as soon as that started out, I was like, yeah, I haven't even driven it, but I'm probably going to buy it off you. And yeah, so I'm going to give it a little rev.
That little pop at the end?
Yeah, it was. it does the occasional pop. I'm going to turn it off so I can now talk to you about the car.
Proper smells like an old car as well.
Yeah, right. It's a 90s car, right? So it's an old car, but they've tried to do some modern things with it. For example, it's got fully electric windows. But the fun fact is, this is normal for these cars. You can only do one window at a time. You can't open up both windows at the same time for some reason. I don't know why. Cool sunroof, which is automatic, tilts and slides. Looks very retro and cool. The other, well, my favourite bit about the car goes to the rear of the car. Automatic spoiler! You don't get that anymore. That is the, I haven't seen that on a hatchback. You don't get them really, do you?
No, you don't. Only on like
sports cars.
Sports cars, yeah.
Yeah. Sports car, bro. And that also goes up automatically at around 50 miles an hour. Moving on to the inside of the car. The entire inside of the car is very, you know, 90s looking. It's an old car, but it feels really comfortable. Everything is solid and smooth like it should be. The clocks come up green. You can't really tell in this light, but matches the little Pioneer radio. The seats, don't look it. They are extremely comfortable and they're like bucket seats. I love it. This car does have some funny features, like you can just kind of take that off if you don't want it. and then you can figure out how to put it back on. It's also got these two little dials down here which are supposedly rare, which shows the voltage and the oil pressure. It's got some little cool things as well, like it's got, well, if I turn the ignition on, it's got obviously the time, it's got everything you want, miles per gallon, it's got oil temperature, yeah, the cool stuff. And on a nice motorway run, you can get, well, I got 34 miles per gallon coming home from buying it, so it's actually quite an economic car.
Economic car.
Economical, cool. Back seats, which it does have. It has two back seats, which you can fit an ordinary BWTV in the back, but there's not much headroom. I am touching the roof, but if you've got friends, then they should be comfy as long as they're not Nathan. Sometimes when I get out of this car, I get an electric shock. I don't know, can other Corrado owners please tell me if that's a short circuit issue or if that's normal? I don't think it's normal, maybe it's me. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. Oh, fucking hell. This car isn't completely standard. It is on coilovers. It's got Speedline 16-inch wheels, I think. Yep, 16-inch wheels, which are similar to standard, but they're just a slightly different style, and a resonated Miltech exhaust. So mild upgrades, really. Nice ones as well.
Little touches,
yeah.
Nothing over the top.
Yeah. So when looking for the right car, they come up in every single price you can imagine. Ones that need a lot of work for 1,500, and then you got ones in pristine, low mileage condition going for over 10 grand. I think I got this one at a fairly good price, probably because of Corona is going on. He wanted to just sell it quickly, but chains have been done, stacks of history, touch wood, no rust on the bodywork, not too much underneath. I know on the previous MOT it failed on the floor pan, or like there's corrosion in the floor, and I asked him about it and he told me that the previous owner had cut it out and welded in a new floor. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, but I looked under the car and you can't really see anything. He could have just covered it up though. It could have just been painted, but that's something that I'll find out. Ones that need work go for 2 or 3 grand, and ones that are in good condition go for 7 or 8. I got this in between that, so yeah, I had to take it. I just couldn't. But anyway, I think we should go on a drive now. Let's roll. So I'm not going to make this video the driving video because I want to save that for another one, but I think we should go and do a few drive-by shots just to hear what it's like. Let's go. Hopefully you can hear me over the fans going absolutely mental, but thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm really hungry now and my voice is really hurting because I've been talking for so long. The car's just cooling down. I'm now fueling back up and I'm going to go home and probably edit this video and try and get it out today. I don't know if I can. If not, it'll be tomorrow. Thanks for watching, guys. Follow me on Instagram, on Twitter. Follow Nathan as well. Big thanks to Nathan for filming. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.
Quick BMW shot! We all know what we're here for. Yeah.